League Galactica.
Welcome to League Galactica. It's a long night tonight, and we've got some great fights ahead. To the arena.
Okay, so we will be looking at the first 52 cards, 16 character cards, and oh god, I always get this wrong. 36 power-up cards. That gives it a total of 52. So this is the first character card. We have Death Slug here. So as before, you have the types: elemental, nature, psychic, and techno on the left hand side. The top number there is the attack power of that super, and the number at the bottom, the 3, that's how many power-ups it can be played for that character. So you can pick up 3 cards, but they've only got to be elemental, nature, or psychic. You'll notice that in later cards you get different attack powers, and you also get different energy types that they can use highlighted. So they might just have elemental, like in Master Brain here, he has elemental types, or techno, nature, and psychic can use all 3, and he has 38 attack, and he can use 6 of them. Electro Shock 42, can use elemental, psychic, and techno, and 4. You also notice on the colour this is purple. That's because it's a combination of them 3 colours. I just thought I'd try and link that together. So techno gold, nature's yellow, psychic's black, techno's red. So red and yellow, orange and black. I mean it's dark orange, which is what that colour is. The absorber here 42. We can use elemental, nature, techno attacks, 4 of them. I think that's a brown colour. And then we have dark flower 38. Attack points. We can use nature, psychic, can use 4 of them. So that'd be yellow and black, which is a dark yellow. Here we have cell. I'm just going to say black and red. Techno gives it red, that means it's dark red. He's 34 attack, 5 cards, psychic and techno. So I'll just read them all off now. So Morphoid 32, nature and techno, 4 of them. That's a dark yellow, so yellow and black, dark yellow. Anyway, you get the point of that. Tree Man, yellow is just nature. You can use 7. So I think he's got one of the most use of power-ups, but he has a relatively low attack point, 30. Here we have Troll 30. You can use 5, elemental or nature. So I was also going to make it that nature has an advantage over elemental, psychic over nature, techno over psychic. Management that we have there. So if you're against an opponent, you might want to pick someone who has a card that can beat some of their power-ups. This is hardball. So the way the game would be played is you both get 3 players first. Player 1 would have to put down his first card. Player 2 would decide which card he would want to put down to beat that card, and he plays the card. And player 1 then plays against that card, with the power-ups to decide who wins. And then this is Tech Wars. I think he's one of the weakest. I think this Mind Doctor is the lowest attack power of 18, but he can use 7 psychic. And we have one more card, so there's 16 of these, which is the Many, which I've just basically multiplied them. I did this so he can't use any power-ups, but he has the highest attack power, so you might use him against characters who just can't beat him no matter what. So these are the power-ups. So there's 36, as I've said. There'll be multiples of this particular type, the elemental power-up, just because it's a standard that can be played any time. And in red there, you've also got, you can pick up 1 elemental power-up. So for each of the energy types, this is like a standard, and they all have their own standard one. I think elemental has the highest attack power for this standard play. So now you can see there, and we have psychic power up 5, can be played at any time. You pick up 1 card. So some of these cards, even if they're sacrificed when they're played, you actually pick them up. Nature power up, so they're all in the same stance. I was trying to just link them together. +4, pick up 1 nature card, and then we have the standard techno power up. +3, and also pick up a card as well. I just tried to link them together really. And then we have here the the cards that need a sacrifice. So on this sacrifice, you also pick up an extra card as well. You get plus 14, so I think that's the highest for this sacrifice type. Then you have Leaf Hurricane, which has plus 12. Also pick up an elemental card. And the next powerfulest on these sacrifice one card is TECHNO. It's plus 10, needs one sacrifice. You get to pick up one TECHNO power up. And then finally, the weakest single sacrifice card is Nature Boost, plus 8. Needs one card sacrifice, pick up one nature power up. Now I'm going to move on to the. Okay, so if people are playing power ups, that means there's some power ups on the field. If on the field you have a elemental or nature, then he can be played plus 14, so that's the most powerful. So for these single field cells, if there's a psychic or techno, then techno sub can be played plus 12 to your attack points. Then we have super speed plus 10. That needs an elemental or techno card on the field. And then they have the final one, which will be floating chaos. Can be played only if there's a psychic or a nature card on the field. That's plus 8. So that's the field types, and these are the two sacrifices. So the most powerful of that is Alpha Armor, which is plus 22, but you need 2 cards sacrifice. And you also obviously don't get any cards back with this one. Then you have Nature, which is plus 20, which needs 2 cards to be sacrificed to call the Rex. Just basically drew a picture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex or something like that. I've done here Voodoo Blast plus 18. You need 2 cards to be sacrificed in order to call that up. And then the final one, which is the Elemental type, plus 16, needs 2 cards to sacrifice. So I've tried to balance it here. So I think each of them is like top at some of at least one of them 4 types of booster. Now here we have like the special booster type. So here we have Energy Skin that reflects 1 power up attack, requires a sacrifice to activate. And this next one is Energy Change and also Elemental card. Power allows you to change the type of card, so that might be useful if you have a field card. You need a field on the thing, you can change it and therefore activate. Here we have Gonzagas the Great. You can steal a power up from your opponent's field. So you obviously play this if you think there's a powerful power up that you can copy or use. Here we've got Shadow Attack, which doubles your power up attack, but it also requires a card sacrifice to activate. And then we've got Electric Fire, so this destroys any power up on the field. You're probably going to destroy your opponent's power up, but it may be beneficial to destroy one of yours potentially. I don't know, they always do that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right, here we have Sinking Ground. This is a nature power up, halves opponent's super attack, so their super attack could be quite high. This card actually halves it straight away. Next one you've got is Nature's Hand, which requires 2 card sacrifices, but actually eliminates all power-ups on the field, so that could be quite powerful. Here we have Rock Armor. So you notice that there are some that actually destroy your cards. So if Rock Armor can be played when they try to destroy one of your cards and it'll protect it. We also have Swarm Attack here, another nature power-up. By sacrificing 1 card, 1 energy type from the field could be nullified, so you might take out all psychic cards or something like that. Super Infection. As I've said, anything that's nullified, like that last attack or that Electric Fire, you play. If you have this in your card, that means the opponent has to take it and it takes off 30 of their attack. Here we have when your power up is removed, this can be played. So like the Super Bacteria or whatever it was, this can be played if someone tries to take away some of your cards. Here we have card swaps, so you swap hands with your opponent. Say your opponent has better cards or more cards, or you have rubbish cards, you can just go play this and you swap. Cheshire Cat, this reverses 1 power up, so if they have a particularly high power up, obviously this is a useful thing. You can reverse it, and I think you can also reverse certain ones, like say Reflect. It can reverse that one. This is the Gremlin, which picks up any 2 cards, any type. So normally when you get the pick up, it's normally the same type. This means you can pick up any type. Mind Bolt, by sacrificing 1 card, 1 energy type can be nullified. So similar to that Swarm Attack, it can eliminate a type of card from the field. Quite powerful. We have Exterminate. Exterminates 1 power up. Cards are removed from the field. So in the nullified, they're just turned over. They're not activated, but this actually destroys it. POWER-ADE, multiplies super attack by 2, requires 2 card sacrifice. So if you have a particularly powerful super, play this, it actually doubles it. We have Mind Swap, halves opponent's super attack. So this actually halves it, but it also requires a card sacrifice to be used. So that's quite a powerful card. Then we have BB here. So this requires, so he's basically a helper. And when he's played, you can pick up any 2 cards, any type from the field. You'll see, and I think this is the last one, Mind Freeze, nullifies all power-up attacks 14 and over from the field. So that's quite a useful card to sort of remove that, remove any high power-ups from the field. So that is the whole 52. In the following videos, I'll actually print these out. Like I say, I'll have multiple of some of them, and I'll try and just play a game just to see if it works. Hopefully that will. I think it'd be useful to play it. I might even try and craft it so that the game actually works a little bit better. Anyway, thanks for listening. See you later, guys. Bye bye.